Well guys, so one of the biggest problems we have to deal with in this country with regards to growing figs and ripening figs specifically is moisture. This is a Ronde Bordeaux tree, and you can see here this is split open. Now it's not too bad. I can still harvest this and it still be reasonably okay. Um, but Ronde Bordeaux unfortunately is known to be a splitter. If it wasn't, this would be the absolute perfect tree. I'll show you another one as well that's splitting. This is my B&Q unknown. And as you can see here, it just doesn't like the moisture too much. And this is a problem of growing in Ireland, because at the moment we're just getting deluged, getting a deluge of rain. We had a spectacularly dry July and August, and very warm as well, and the trees love that. However, all of the rain that we didn't get seems to be coming in at the moment, and so it's been like 7 days of rain all day, every day. Now these trees are planted in the ground. It's kind of hard to see. They're in raised beds, and at the sides of the polytunnel, which get most of the rain, I have beds along here to hopefully soak up some of that rain. But fig trees have big roots, and they will extend out into the surroundings of the polytunnel, and they will get their hands or their roots onto some of that water or excess water, and that's what's going to happen. The other thing, unfortunately, is mold. Now I like to let my figs hang on as long as possible. This is an example. Now I've got a bit of a scrape here. It's a Violet de Bordeaux. Kind of hard to see there, but you can see some mold forming on this side here. Now it's not completely ripe. You can still see some there's some light colour skin on the other side of this, but if I let this go any longer, it's just going to mold up completely. So I have to harvest this slightly early, which is unfortunate. And I remember watching a video recently of a chap in growing deserts in the growing figs in the deserts of Arizona, and he likes to let his figs once the figs begin to shrivel up, that's when he harvests, and that's when I like to harvest as well. But unfortunately I just can't do that. Now if we are having a really long hot dry spell, I can, and what the figs will do is condense their flavour and their sugars to form a really nice fig. But with the weather at the moment, it's just not happening, and unfortunately this is peak harvest time. I'm actually eating tons of figs at the moment, and some are doing better than others. We have along the Dude here, I had one there that had basically just molded up completely, which is really unfortunate, but that's the price you pay for growing in this country. Now there are some varieties that don't split, but you do find sometimes that when they get excess water, sometimes the figs just fill up with water and they kind of lack flavor and texture and whatnot, even if they don't split. But yeah, it's just something to watch out for in our country. Is there a way to get around this? Yes, maybe grow them in pots in a sheltered environment so the roots aren't getting exposed to the excess water, and then you control the amount of water that they get. But if you want them in the ground, it's something worth considering. Anyway, there you go folks.